Chapter 2. Basically, the name of the chapter is Desire, so I can imagine that the entire thing is going to be about a bunch of people who had this burning desire and they completed it. One of the main ones is about the author of the book, Napoleon Hill. His son Blair was born a deaf mute, which means they're born without the ability to hear and without the ability to speak. He eventually learned how to speak, but it mainly talks about the way. It mainly talks about how he learned to hear. He went his whole life without hearing, and one day they bought a music recorder. They bought a music recorder, and every time he played it, he could hear it. So what Napoleon did was he figured out a way to communicate to Blair by all he had to do was talk in regular voice to the back of his brain or to a certain bone behind his ear. When he did that, he could hear him quite clearly. They tried a hearing aid, but that didn't work. And in his last week in college, he was about 20, and he decided to try. Napoleon got him another hearing aid, but he was hesitant to try it because of the failure of the last one. But when he put on the hearing aid, when he put the hearing aid on and put a battery in it, he found out he could hear. He could hear just as well as any. He could hear almost just as well as any person with normal hearing. And about 18 years earlier, he underwent a surgery. And that helps me get into the next one. About another one of Napoleon's co-workers, one of Napoleon's employees. He became ill, and it got worse as time went on. It got so worse eventually that he had to go to a hospital for an operation. The doctor said he had little to no chance of surviving the operation, but what his employee said before he was wheeled into the operation room was, "Don't worry about me. I'll be out of here within a couple of days." And when the surgery was over, he had survived, and the doctor said it was if he didn't say those words, he more than likely would have died. He survived off of his burning desire and his sheer desire and his burning faith. So the overall message is combine desire and faith. Put the two together, and you can basically accomplish anything in the world, good or bad. And that's to sum up chapter 2.